Good morning and welcome to another short devotional for Black Rock Baptist Church and also Morristown Baptist Church. Job chapter 42, verses 2 and 3 and 6 are our verses of focus this morning. And we're going to talk a little bit about what to do when it doesn't make any sense. Instead of always asking God why when you don't understand, start trusting Him. For 37 chapters in this book of Job, Job asks questions like, why is this happening to me? Why are you allowing this to happen? Why so much pain? Why so much discomfort? Why haven't you answered my prayer? But in chapter 38, Job stops asking why. And God tells Job, I have some answers for you. I have some questions to ask you. For the next two chapters, God bombards Job with questions that only God can answer. He asks things like, where were you when I made the universe? Can you explain the law of gravity? After two chapters, Job realizes that he is just a man and his knowledge is very limited. Who is he to question God? God stops questioning, and then Job starts trusting instead of questioning God. He replies to God, I know that you can do anything and no one can stop you. You asked, who is this that questions my wisdom with such ignorance? It is I. And I was talking about things I knew nothing about, things far too wonderful for me to understand. I take back everything I said, and I sit in the dust and the ashes and show my repentance. Job 42, verses 2 and 3. What do you do in a situation where you can't see the whole picture, where things are not clear and life doesn't make sense? What do you do? Remind yourself of the things that you know about God. Even while doubting, Job affirmed that he knew, or what he knew to be true about God. He affirmed that God is loving, that God is powerful. He affirmed that God is in control. He affirmed that God had a plan for his life and that God would protect him. I don't know what you might be going through right now in your life, but I will tell you this. God is passionately and intimately aware of every detail of your life. He's paying attention to your every breath. Nothing gets past God's attention. You may not understand what you're going through, but you can still say this to God. I know that you are good. I know that you are loving. I know that you are powerful. I know that you notice the details of my life. I know that you're in control of everything. And I know that you have a plan. I know you're going to protect me. Set aside your why questions and trust God no matter what. God bless. Have a wonderful day, and until we meet again, let's continue to exchange prayers daily.